Doctor. Now, El Gamaliya area of the city, you will find the tombs of Al Hussein and Khan Al Khalili along with Al Azhar Mosque. Then on the Gatsbab, if I pronounce that right, and finally to the Chandler and Electrics districts of El Muski. Let's know more about El Ghuriya district through this following report.
It is one of the most beautiful and best touristic famous places in Egypt. The reason for being so famous goes back to the fact that it is as old as Cairo itself. The district of Al Ghuriya lies in the heart of the vibrant city of Al Ghuriya, which attracts tourists from all over the world. Al Ghuriya is part of one of the big streets of Fatimid Cairo. It is the street of Al-Azam, which was called like this by the explorers and historians who visited Egypt, and which is also known as the street of Al-Mu'izz al-Din Allah, as some called it. The street comprises Islamic constructions that makes the one tip his hat to the great architects. The real length of Al Ghuriya district is 4,800 meters. Most of the Egyptians, Arabs and foreigners love it and appreciate its value. The oldest part of it extends from Bab al-Futuh to Bab Zuwayla. The Ghuriya district, which we're talking about today, is part of Al-Azam Street, which lies between the mosque of Sultan al-Ghuri and Til Bab Zuwayla. It was called Al-Ghuri after the name of the Sultan Qunsu al-Ghuri, who was the last Mamluk Sultan. He was killed while he was defending Egypt after ruling Egypt for 15 years, and this marked the end of the Mamlukis ruling over Egypt, which was one of the eternal epochs in the history of Egypt. The district of Al Ghuriya starts with one of the most magnificent group of buildings, which is the Mamluki sultans constructed in Egypt. This group is the group of As-Sultan al-Ghuri, which includes a mosque, school, religious school, drinking fountain, and a group of stores. The group of Al Ghuriya is considered to be the biggest and most perfect Islamic monumental group all over the whole Islamic world. At the end of Al Ghuriya, there is one of the most remarkable gates in Cairo, which is the Gate of Zuwayla or Bab Zuwayla. Bab Zuwayla is one of the most exquisite gates in Cairo. Al-Mu'izz al-Din Allah al-Fatimi entered Egypt through it, and Qutuz fixed on it the heads of Qutuz messengers. Besides, Toman Bey, the last Mamluki sultans in Egypt, was hanged on it. The Gate of Zuwayla or Bab Zuwayla used to have two big towers, which were destroyed by King Al-Mu'ayyid Abu Nasr Sheikh Al-Mahmoudi, and he founded instead of them the two minarets of his own mosque. The common people called this gate the Gate of Al-Mitwalli. There were various stories and legends that were made up about this gate. Between the group of Sultan al-Ghuri and the Gate of Zuwayla, there were several Islamic buildings which were built along the different Islamic eras. In addition to this area is regarded as one of the most popular trading areas in Egypt, as it consists of a big trade market that embraces the traditional industries, handcrafts, and textile products. The visitor to such places would be fascinated with the presents he would find in Al Ghuriya. Accordingly, it is not strange that we find in old songs the singer who would ask the visitors to Al Ghuriya to bring for his lover a present, that this goes back to the enormous amount in presents which are sold in Al Ghuriya. As a result, Al Ghuriya will remain to be a valuable area and one of the great and eternal landmarks in the history of Fatimid Cairo.
Well, unfortunately, our time is up, and this wraps up this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Yes, of course, it wraps up. Thank you very much, Maisa,
Always a pleasure,
for this
Asmi.
morning, and we're wishing everybody a lovely morning.
Indeed.